Hello, everybody. Well, how's it going? I'm having fun with the hand tracking. A little wonky sometimes, but it's okay. But yeah, no, hello and welcome to the stream. It's been a hot minute. Hey, Despair, welcome back. How's it going? How you doing? It's been a hot minute, not gonna lie. But we are back, and today I'm planning on doing like just a full illustration on stream and just talking and explaining my whole process like along the way, right? It's been a while since I've done a stream, so I feel kind of awkward right now. But it's okay, we will work through it. And I'll get better at like talking and explaining and stuff as we go. But yeah, no, for this stream I won't have a lot of the tracking on just because I'm going to be using my tablet. And that requires me to do a lot of like looking down and stuff, and just I couldn't figure out a good camera placement, so unfortunately we are going to have to turn off the tracking for today. But the lip sync stuff still kind of works, so that's okay. But yeah, so I wanted to do a full illustration on stream and explain my whole process while doing it. So yeah, let's get started. I always use Pinterest. So we're gonna open this lovely photo of Markiplier here. If anything shows up here, I'm not responsible. But yeah, so today's plan is I want to do a foreshortened illustration that has like really dynamic, just a really dynamic pose, high contrast lighting, right? So give me a second, I gotta lock in. So what I always do when I start my process is I start with a mood board on Pinterest, and I always choose a couple very specific things, right? I always choose the pose, the character, the lighting, and the environment, right? So I pick a reference for all of these, and that's basically what I mash together to create my pieces, right? So for the character, I've already decided I'm going to be drawing one of my really old OCs that I haven't drawn in like a really long time. His name is Owen. I've done like 2 illustrations or like 2 drawings of him in the past. But they're like really old, super far back on my Instagram. But yeah, so let's get started by choosing a pose. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So I want to choose something that has like kind of like either like the hands forward, and I want to do kind of like a somewhat like intense kind of menacing pose maybe. Later on I'll pull up some references of Owen, and as I'm drawing I'll like explain his lore. He's a really old character, so the lore is kind of cringe, but it's okay. it's the origins, you know. Artist origins. Man, I don't really like any of these. Previously, when I was setting all this up, I had found this photo. And I like it, but I don't think it's a very good reference because the arms are covered, right? And that's kind of the main thing, right? I feel like the anatomy should be more like visible. So I don't think that's a really good reference. But let's try here in the search. Okay. This one's also cool, I guess. We'll save it, but I'm really not sure if I'm gonna use that one or not. Oh, I really like this as well. But again, the arms are covered. And my character wears short sleeves, so... What the hell even is that? I'm disturbed. A lot of these are done by people wearing long sleeve jackets and stuff like that. Maybe I might just give him a long sleeve for this one. Do a new outfit, because the old outfit he had is like really basic, not gonna lie. Oh, this is Aura. Actually, I really like this. Aura. Oh my god, I love Waffle. Everybody go follow not Aquasart on TikTok, please. They're so cool. See, like, look at this. Aura. Waffle, my beloved. Okay. I really like this type of lighting. I kind of wanted to do something like this where, like, it's one of those, like, high contrast flash on type of images. I've seen a lot of those recently, and honestly, they're so cool. So I kind of want to do a type of lighting like that for it. We'll save this, honestly. Okay. Let's go back to the board for a second. No, not you. Where's my board at? Okay. Honestly, I really like this one. I'm probably gonna end up doing this one. I kind of wanted to do something that was a little more interesting in terms of like the hands, like what they're doing with the hands. Because they're kind of just sitting there. I'm trying to decide. I'll probably end up using this one, not gonna lie. But I really like this one. This is gonna be like a sketch drawing for later. Okay. Yeah, so I want to save this one. Okay, yeah. We'll use this one. What the hell? What? What is that? Go away. I have no idea if that just saved my pictures or not. Okay. How do I search up these, like, high contrast images? Oh. flash on. Okay. I'll save this one as like a good example of what to do with the lighting. In terms of environment, let's just do like lockers. No, like locker hallway. I kind of want something more liminal. Liminal hallway. Oh, that's really cool. I really like this actually. I'm saving that. That's actually so perfect. I really like that. Okay, W. Let's go back to the board. Let's see, what do we have so far? We have the pose, which is going to be this one. We have the lighting, which is going to be like this. And we have the environment. And we have the character as well. Which I have to get a... I don't understand why this keeps popping up. Like, what even is this? What the hell? Just save it, please. Okay, I download all my images because I work with Procreate, and it's kind of... yeah. Okay, so for Procreate, I just use like the screen size canvas. Let's put all these in now. Oh, I gotta go one by one, shit. Okay, so here's our thing. Honestly, let's turn the canvas because what we're doing is more vertical anyways. Let's just put these all here. I like to put everything, like, I know that the reference thing is like an option. I also use that, but I also like putting like everything on the canvas itself as well, so then it shows up in like the speed paint. Okay. So now I have to get the character ref. So I'm just gonna go on my Instagram really quickly because unfortunately I do not have those files anymore. Okay, let's see. Okay, wait, I can switch back now. Yo, welcome to my Instagram. At Jason is a ghost. What? Yeah, so Owen is super far back. Yeah, so this is the only drawing. So I have this drawing, and then I have this other drawing that was like a base. like based drawing. I feel like that pose is super well known. I see it everywhere. But yeah, no, he basically just has like a pale shirt. And like, I'll save this one. I'm just gonna screenshot it, whatever. Okay. Let's end this photo. Is everything sideways? I'm just gonna put this here. So for now, let's start with all I've drawn lately are dinky little outfits. I don't know, I've seen your outfit drawings before and they're really nice. So, probably not dinky. Unless that was what you were going for. Okay, so I really like this Colorist Fine Grain brush. It's just really nice and satisfying to me. I enjoy it a lot. So I do a more painterly style. Yeah. Okay, so the way I always start my drawings whenever they have people in them is that I start off by like tracing my reference photo. Just to like learn and understand the shapes a bit more. And then I draw it like on my own, like right beside the reference photo, right? So what I do is I usually block out like the shapes themselves. Just to understand like how this is gonna work, right? So the head actually goes like this. The neck does this. And there's a whole thing going on back here, like the shoulders here, right? So arm here, like the elbow would be here. And then actually the elbow's here and then it goes here, right? And then it becomes the hand, right? So something I saw like a really long time ago that helps with foreshortening is like doing like this spiral thing. And then like basing your forms like off of that. And I'd say that's pretty useful when you're like coming up with the poses yourself. I also think in general it's just better to understand where everything is before doing anything. So this is going like this, right? And then you have this, and the legs just weird. Okay. I think the knee is here. And then that's the foot. And this, the knee is here. And that's the foot, right? So the hands, they're hands, I guess. Oh, I usually trace in red. I'm gonna change that actually. I'm gonna change it to red. I always split it up because I do my tracing in red and then I do the actual stuff that I'm drawing in blue. So then it's more noticeable later in speed paints that they're different things and that I didn't just like trace over the drawing and then just use that, right? So the hands, that's its own little thing. So this is like this, and I like doing like kind of like these boxy things. So this is like the thumb area, right? This is like the bend in the palm of the hand, right? That bend is here as well. So this goes like this. And there's nothing too crazy going on with these hands. So I'm not really too concerned. But if it was a really complicated hand pose, I would continue with the tracing stuff. So yeah. So I have this now. And now we can go like beside. And we go in blue now. It's not blue enough for me. Okay, there. So I usually start with like the head. This is gonna be really weird because I haven't done foreshortening stuff in like forever. I think the last time I did like an actual like locked in foreshortening thing was like in 2019 or something, right? Okay, so let's do that, and the neck is here. I'm gonna follow the shirt thing to help me a little. Like, it's very important to like see like, oh, the mouth is here, right? And the shirt goes on those two sides of the mouth, right? So shirt here, mouth here, so then the shirt would be somewhat here. Like, it's all about keeping things like lined up, right? So the eye is almost right where this dip of the shirt is, right? So I have to like figure that out. And like in relation to this piece of the shirt, how far down is the dip of the shirt, right? So it's, I would say that it's somewhere around here, right? I usually always end up drawing a little bit bigger than my reference, and then I like just fix it later, like whatever. So the eye's here, right? And this is almost straight, right? Except it has that little curve to it. This curve is actually, okay, let's see. Okay. And the chin lines up with the bottom of the armpit, right? So we try to do that as well. Honestly, like usually it's good to start with like the actual blocking out of the pose. But sometimes I just do that instead. So if we're doing the block out thing, let's go in like green, I guess. So we have this, and then we have this here. Like that, and then we have that. It's always really important to draw what you see and not what you think is actually there, right? Especially when it comes to foreshortening. Just because it basically breaks all the rules of like everything that is supposed to like be like correct in air quotes, you know what I mean? So like this, here, right? And then here. Okay. So there we go. And then we have this. Okay. So now we have our little goofy skeleton. And now we can continue with the body part. You're supposed to do the skeleton first, but I kind of got ahead of myself. Holy shit, I was too locked in, I wasn't reading the chat. I got into a streamer app, and so actually had a need for an outfit. All big departures from what I normally do. Yo, that's so cool. A streamer app? Like an app like... Wait, what does that mean? Like a platform where streamers can like share information and stuff? VTuber app. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, every time I type an emoji happens, you. Yeah, I set it up like that because I thought it would be funny. um I need to like change the icons. I was thinking of doing like little ghosts and stuff. Eerium. I've never heard of that actually. That sounds really cool though. W. Okay, so I think I made the skeleton like accurate, and then the rest is like too big for it now. I think this is too big. Oh shit. Eraser. Okay. So we have this, and this is like where the pants start. I see. So the pants are starting like around here. See, my shapes are different because I'm drawing what I think is there and what's not. Not what's actually there. Okay. Yeah. So let's do like that, and the legs weren't really visible in this one, but it's okay because my character wears long pants. So it seems like belt. How do you keep your pants up? It's amazing. Belt. Okay. Let's do like that. Answer like. Does that make sense? It looks so funny. Oh my god. And then we just put like the shoes. Those are like really pointy, so I'm gonna go like this instead. Cause like, wait, let me take off this for a second. They're so pointy. Like the foot would only go like here, right? Something like that, you know? Yeah, like this line here, I think is like a good example of like the tighter pants, what the tighter pants should follow. Anyways, it looks kind of goofy right now, but it's okay. We trust the process. I didn't really need this line. Goodbye. Okay, let's deal with the hands now. I will start with this looks really strange. I think I made the torso too long. Yeah, what the fuck? I definitely made the torso too long. It should have been like this. Yeah, that's better, right? W. Okay, so dealing with the hands. Let's deal with the hands. Since they're such a big item, I'm just gonna do like a block out of the hands, I guess. Like how big they are in comparison to the rest, right? This goes here. I'm assuming the pinky would probably go up to there, right? And then the thumb does thumb things, right? Let's start with that one first. I'll draw it on its own layer. So it's cutting off the top of the head, leaving like a space here. And it lines up with like this neck area, right? Okay. That makes sense, right? This lines up with like, yeah. There. Okay. And make the image a little more opaque. Wait, my lines are in the way. Fuck. Okay. So the thing does like that, and then about here, right? Something like that. So this goes here, and then we have this doing this here. Okay, now let's deal with this other hand. It's gonna be a little harder. We're gonna do the same thing basically of like this fan thing. We're going to assume it goes like that. This fan is more okay. Okay. Go back here. Okay, so in relation to each other, we go like this. And we leave a little space for the shoulder, right? This goes down to about the midway part. I think this is where the thumb starts doing thumb stuff, right? And the hand area is like here, right? So I did something wrong with the body actually. Let's use our liquify tool. There's supposed to be more space here. That's like better, right? Okay. And save the space. almost like there's not enough space up here, actually. It's better. So this would be here, but again, not lining up properly. Did something wrong. Okay, let's keep going and then we'll figure out what's up. Oh, wait, I figured it out. Okay. Oh shit, wrong layer. It's supposed to be like this. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's why it feels wrong, because this is supposed to stick out like way more. No, not you. Let's play with the advanced mesh. But I feel like I'm losing a bit of this, like, foreshortening stuff. Right? Like, what's happening? Yeah, because compared to the hand, there's a bunch of space there that sticks out. So this would go like that. Okay. I think that's a little better. Okay. Let's go back to dealing with this hand. We have this. It's supposed to be on a slant here. And again, we are running into the same problem. Okay, I'll deal with the bottom of the body in a bit. We have this, and it's supposed to be like thicker here. And then we can do, just continue that line. So the hand is actually a little bit too far, because of okay. And they're kind of like doing stuff. And the hand gets cut off there. And this is the piece of the elbow doing things over there. Okay. That looks really shitty, but whatever. Okay, so let's figure out why the bottom part of the body not doing what it's supposed to do. Also, if you want, you can like compare stuff. and then it helps point out your mistakes. Like I didn't make the hand wide enough. And it's not pointing down enough either. In my attempt to fix things before with the body, I think I actually ended up making it worse. I think my original sketch was actually better than what I did fixing it. That's crazy. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. Or, well, we don't have to get rid of it. Let's just match it to the original sketch again. Okay. Okay, there we go. What happened over here? This wasn't far enough, right? Okay. And this was not slanted enough, right? Bars. Yeah, that looks so much better. Okay, W. Okay, let's move on from sketch things, right? Wait, I want to bring back this for a second. Oh, I see. That's why I didn't make the elbow here far enough. If I had done that, then it would have been a little better. I think this one... I'm trying to compare these two right now. Yeah, like this is sticking out too much. And it's a little higher than the arm stuff. Okay, there we go. Bars. Let's fix whatever's going on in this corner. I'm like really confused by it. Okay, let's put everything together. And let's play with it a little. Because I think this is still not low enough, right? Another thing that's good in terms of like things to compare and stuff is like relations. But for that, your sketch needs to be the same size as the drawing. So then you can do something similar to like the grid method in a way. Okay. I see. So we're not exactly too far off. I'm just gonna keep it like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's a pretty good sketch. Close enough, you know? Okay. So now we can... Let's turn all these off for a second. We don't really need this bottom layer anymore, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Let's do the framing now. Now is when the reference thing is actually useful. I don't appreciate how I try to zoom out a little and it tilts the image. Like, stop. It really bothers me. Okay, so this is framed like it cuts off the top part here and it cuts off this whole side of the hand, right? And it cuts off this corner here as well. The space here is about the same. Okay. Should I do the same framing? I am unsure. Yeah, it should be fine. I'll do the same framing, it'll save me some headaches. Something I don't like about Procreate is that it has a destructive workflow. So if I do this, it'll cut off everything that's not like that's not on the canvas, which is kind of annoying, especially after working in Photoshop and experiencing what it's like to have a canvas that doesn't do that. Yeah, let's bring back that space on the bottom there. Oops, I put too much space. I don't appreciate how my reference disappears when I'm doing that. So let's just bring this back for a second. Okay, that should be like good. Just a little bit larger than the screen. Okay. So that's done. Something else I like to do is like plan out my environment on my reference. Especially for this one, I think it would be really useful. No, I don't appreciate it not being on the right side. Okay. So we have this trippy landscape, right? It's basically doing like this. Oops. Okay. So I'm thinking... something like this, where the spiral in the back is there. And this basically goes behind and like leads up to it, right? Your aura. Let's just keep that open. Okay. Oh, another important thing is to not have stuff like this happen, where the two lines line up like that. So either push it a little farther past that, or push it like forward. But just don't have them line up, because it makes the design feel off, like it feels like something's wrong. Okay. This back part doesn't really need too much thinking, just because most of it is covered. I'm just enjoying a little bit of environment design right now. Making satisfying paths is fun. Okay. So we have this path, right? I want the focal point to be like here. So this is where my little square is gonna go. And oh wait, actually I kind of need this to be thicker and I need this to be here. I'm gonna be somewhat similar, right? Okay, there we go. Okay, so since I made these lines do that, I kind of have to make the rest of the room do that as well. Just because all the framing lines are the same, right? So we've already got 2 framing lines, we need 2 more that are like... Okay, so we need this corner. We need that corner. Looks a little weird. Okay, I see what happened. I essentially took what was a square and I changed the path. Oh, okay, okay. So actually what I'm gonna do is I made this path like in the room itself, but I'm gonna create another framing, which is gonna be the actual framing, right? This is where those lines come in. Wait, so this is the top one? Shit. Did that one there, that one there. That means that this one would go like this, and that means that this one would go like this. I gave myself a bit of a complicated background. This makes sense, right? I mean, this background doesn't really make sense. I mean, it does, but... the lighting is so interesting. Okay. Okay, so this is my plan for my background, right? Let's move this to the actual thing. So this has to go... Oh wait, shit. Where did I... This sign. Okay. What? Okay. I like that. So let's go back to our person here. Okay, now let's actually start lining up our images and getting a little bit more organized. We're gonna put them in this corner, since we won't see a lot of this corner for a while. I'm gonna do that. I'll put this one like in front of it. Yeah. I'll turn off the background for now. What the hell? Bro. Are you serious right now? What? This doesn't usually happen, actually. It usually just like rotates with the artwork. What the hell? Bro. That is incredibly annoying. Why is it doing that? I literally never have this problem. That's crazy. I want to send these to you. Oh, the designs? Yeah, sure. Feel free to send them to me. I'd love to see them. How the hell do I solve this problem, bro? Like, what? Why can't I spin this around? Already sent? Yo. Thank you. I'm over here fighting sleep. It's so hot. Damn. Yeah. No, our weather over here is also getting pretty hot. Pretty hot. It's like... it's really not that hot when I'm Canadian, so it's like, oh my god. It's not minus 30 outside? What do you mean? This is so annoying. I'm being mildly inconvenienced right now. Like, why? Why do you do this to me? I don't know how to fix this. Shit. Man. That's so annoying. Okay, whatever. Let's just draw some basic details on right now. Let's go in with some blue. I would like my brush to be a little thinner. That's better. Okay. So block out face, nose, eyes are like here, whatever. No, this is so annoying. I needed to see like both of them side by side. Why must you do this to me? Wait, you know what? I'm gonna search up how to solve this. I need to figure this out. It is really, really bothering me. Let's see. How to rotate canvas in reference window. Use a 2-finger gesture. It's not working. Two fingers inside the reference window and rotate it. Bitch! Double tap the reference window. What the fuck? I'm actually so annoyed. I don't understand what's wrong. I've tried this, but it's locked. Okay. Your canvas doesn't seem to rotate at all. Yes. It's a bug. I can get around it by doing this when it's stuck in rotation. Close the reference window. Okay, close the reference window. Rotate the canvas as you want it in the reference window. Go back to gallery. And it should be... Shit! I'm gonna crash out. Thank you. Jesus Christ. That is the stupidest problem I've ever had. What? I've never encountered this bug in my life. Okay, it has been fixed. Jesus. That is so incredibly frustrating. Like, I thought I was tweaking, like there's no way. There's no way that, like, I always spin my canvas around, like, whatever. Okay. So let's start sketching my boy. So we're gonna follow the hairline in the reference picture. Okay, there. And do this here just in case. Just in case, right? I'm not really sure like what style I want to go for. Liquefy my beloved. Okay. Hairline, whatever. So person's eyes are here. I just need like the mouth area really. The mouth is like around here. And it does this. It like stops here. Planes of the face, very important. I'm just following along with the reference for now. Just getting those like key things in, like the eyebrows and stuff, right? Those are very important. Facial landmarks. So there seems to be like a shadow here. For us it's gonna be the opposite. That looks so ugly, but it's okay. We're just starting out. We have to trust the process, right? I don't know. Everything, at least for me, everything always starts out like really ugly. Okay. So now that we have all this base stuff, let's do the actual character, right? So bro's hair is like very fluffy. And it has a starting point somewhere in the back, right? And it hangs pretty close to the eyes. Right. Damn, it's been so long since I've done like a drawing in general. I'm gonna change my brush color to something else. So, I don't know. A strategy that you can use when you're making hair is to block out some sort of like silhouette, what you want the hair to look like, and then fill that in. Maybe I should have gotten like a hair reference or something. That's a little more realistic, right? Whatever. I'll figure it out. That works, right? Maybe I should come up with a different shape for the eyes. Because they don't really have like the original design doesn't really have a lot of like dimension, right? Okay, so let me sit here for a second. Face is kind of hard sometimes, especially after a really long time of not doing it. That looks pretty funny, honestly. Whatever. I'll just do whatever for the ears, not gonna lie. How does this even look? Okay. I'm gonna make my t-shirt a little smaller. Okay, let's get rid of this bottom layer because it's kind of bothering me. So this goes like almost straight up. Man, I'm gonna commit a crime. It's like, oh shit. Planes of the face or something. I think I should draw on my reference a little more. Yeah. Really decided to challenge myself here. These types of expressions or like these types of angles are always hard to do. When it's like looking down or looking up. Those are like my weaknesses. It like breaks everything that I know. Actually, no, wait, come back. I need all that. You are going to help me fix this. And there's supposed to be like a very specific shadow like here. You know, I always make sure to like, oh, I need to make sure to leave space under the mouth for the chin. And this time I don't have to. Really throwing me off. Where's the shadow supposed to be? Shadow is supposed to be like there. Okay. Phoebus. Okay, the shadow's supposed to be there, right? So this means that the mouth is like doing, I don't know, something here. And the top of lip is also doing things. There's a shadow here. There's a shadow here. I think I didn't make the lips like wide enough. I am so confused. I think that's like better, but it's like kind of hard to tell. I'm using the shadows as my references in space because all of my proportions are wrong right now. So this is not supposed to be here at all. I'm like, I'm fuzzled. Does that make sense? Question mark. That looks a lot better, I think. Let's go. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So from this, nose goes like up, right? It does like a little, I don't know. It's kind of doing like this in the shadows. Because there's like a really dense shadow here, right? And then it gets lighter. And then it gets more intense there. And whatever. Okay. I think that looks a lot better, right? Yes. Play. Okay. So the eyes are supposed to be like somewhere here in this area. I'm just having a hard time understanding where. Whatever. Okay, aura. Let's go. That's like something, right? Wait, let's get rid of all this back sketch stuff. Like, yeah, that works, right? I think it works. We can make the hair go over the ear a bit. Or not. I regret that decision. Go back, please. Okay. Okay, aura. Ah, I see. Okay, whatever. There's something wrong with the hair. Doesn't have enough, like, dimension. Like, it has to go down a little bit more here, right? That makes sense? Oh yeah, I think it really did make sense. Fuck. Okay. Okay, let's push that down a little. Yes. Yes. Okay. Nice. Yippee! Oh my god, we're getting somewhere. I'm hyped. Let's go. Yippee, 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 yippee. Okay. Now I have to figure out, like, eyes. Because my original design, he has, like, kind of, like, white glowing eyes. They don't really make, like, too much sense. And I'm not really sure if I should just leave it for now, deal with it later. Floofy? Yeah. He got floofy hair. Very floofy. Okay. I think that's good enough dealing with the face for now. Let's move on. I'm gonna make another layer for the for the shirt stuff. Okay, so great. Now we have to think about how this shirt works, because this person does not have long sleeves. Yeah, so there's a lot of... I'd say choosing references is like kind of complicated, because you have to be like, oh, choose a reference that's wearing less clothes so you understand the anatomy better. But also maybe choose a reference that's wearing more clothes, then you understand how the clothing falls. You know? There's a lot of different things to deal with. Because this is like the armpit area, right? This is like all in like somewhat of a shadow. And this is, there's going to be like a lot of ruffles here. There's a lot of pinching. And it's going to like stretch out like across the shirt, right? And then this side is going to bend. Right? And there's also going to be some creasing here. Because of the bend here. This would be the side with the most like tension on it. And this side has the least tension. Right? Damn, I'm crazy. I just threw that up. Holy shit. This is gonna be a little higher because there's also gonna be some clumping there too, right? This armpit area is what I'm kind of unsure about. So basically, the way that I just threw this up is, basically come up with, well, not come up with, you have to like understand where the tension points would be and where it would flow after that, right? So there's like, I'm calling it a tension point, it's more like crumpling points, right? So here's a crumple point, here's a crumple point, there would be a bit of a crumple point here, right? So this crumple point, all the fabric, it like comes up from the top of the shoulder and it goes down. And all those folds still go like down, right? And the fabric has to like drape on you, right? And always at the bottom, it always does this for some reason. These like shapes. So like this is like a dip. And this is like the outside, right? Think of it like a ribbon, right? It's basically doing that. You're basically putting ribbons on a person and seeing how they would fall. So I place a ribbon here, I think, okay, it's gonna go down here, and then it's gonna like meet up here. I know that there's a lot of crumpled up fabric down here, right? So I'm just gonna let it meet up with that and just kind of melt into that, right? Other times the fold can just like fade out. It's one of those smaller ones. Or the bottom of the shirt could be like folded up a little, right? And right now what I'm having trouble figuring out, there's also some like folding stuff here, like you can see it in the reference picture too, right? But it's less on that side because the person is leaning to that side and the fabric is gonna like collect more here loosely. Yeah. The one thing I'm trying to figure out here is what the armpit would do, right? Because this is doing this, right? It's already leaning back because your arm is raised, right? So this part would also have crumples. But it would kind of rest on the body in a way, I guess. Here. What? Going to... Okay. Okay. So let's go back to here. I ended up with like the same shape again. Oh well. Okay, let's turn that off. Oh, wait, yeah. That's good enough for now. I don't really care. Okay. W. Let's add the, Bro doesn't have a chain. I'm giving him a chain. He's gotta be dripped out. Or, I saw a really cool tutorial once on how to do chains easily. I might try that strategy out later. Anyways, that's the chain. Let's deal with the ants. Not really sure what to do here, honestly. I'm just gonna say, fuck it, we ball. For making pants, I usually do this thing where, like, for the crotch area, I, like, do a slant. And then, like, ants. It usually works, especially with, like, looser types of pants. Don't don't really have to do much right now with these pants. Just because of pose and the perspective and stuff, right? Okay, there we go. Let's give him another chain. What did I do? Not too sure how to include this. How would this hang? Kind of be just straight down, right? I'm good with this theory. That looks so weird. Like, am I tweaking or does that look weird? Okay. Sometimes I get to a point where I just merge all my sketch layers together. Do that. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Still gotta give him a little bit of hips, you know? Your aura. I'm not going to put that shading layer in with the sketch stuff. Just because it's probably gonna mess up some stuff later. I've never drawn like just a t-shirt too advanced. No, I promise you, it's really simple. Especially with the ribbon thing that I showed. I already deleted the layer. But the ribbon thing, it really just solves all my problems. I created too many random lines here. I gotta be more intentional. That's better. Okay. Shoes. Oh, I did like... They're called high tops, right? High tops Converse. You can really tell what era this drawing is from. That's pretty funny. I'm really not gonna try too hard on these shoes. Yeah, simple shoe shape W. Okay. Hand time. Let's go. Okay. Honestly, how do I explain hands? So we have the fans and stuff, right? And then after that, you split up the fans. Like, ah, shit, I moved the reference. Oopsie. Maybe I should have duplicated it instead. You know what? I'm just going to just bring it in again. What the hell? Yeah, whatever. Good enough. Okay. So let's deal with our fans. So you have this, right? And then you just like... Usually I just do like sticks. I do stick. Oh, yeah, and I also do this, which was what I did on this hand, but I kind of forgot to do it on the other hand. You know, I usually just do sticks. And then I just copy that the way they're like spread out there in the drawing itself. Okay, so let's go in with the blue. So if we compare, okay, so if we compare, this line is like pretty close to the edge. Let's put it there. Also, I have to make this line go in a little bit more and curve in a little bit more here. And then after that, they're really spread out almost equally. The pinky is a little bit farther. I'm gonna put this one here. This one's like here. That should be fine. That works. That's really bad. Okay, and now let's do the other fan. Should I do... I'll do both hands on the same layer, whatever. This one's also pretty close. Oh yeah, a good way to explain this is that they're all like equally the same distance apart here at the base, and then after that you mark the ending point on the fan, and that's when you connect them. I'm just like eyeballing it, but that's like how it's usually explained, right? So there's 4 and they're evenly spread out somewhat, like this one there and then this one here, right? Wait, where's the end of this one? Shit. The drawings are confusing me. I need to get rid of this. Yeah, so like this space should be pretty equal, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the reference to do that, and it's still pretty similar. Okay, let's just turn this off. Anyways, that's part of the sketch layer. So now let's switch back to the red. And let's go to our peak shower. I'll start with this hand first. I moved the original reference picture. That was a bad idea. Yeah, no, if you're drawing over your reference picture, don't move it after. Oh, my music stopped. What the hell? Where's my music at? Video paused. I'm still watching. Okay. Mittens, you're... Yeah, that's a good... I've been calling them fans, but yeah, mittens is a really good... That's a much better word to describe what I'm doing. I'm a human of considerable talent. However, the ease of how you have done the drawing so far is mystifying. Thank you, thank you. Honestly, something that I always say is that the easier somebody makes something look, the harder it probably is. And it probably took them a lot of work to get there. And the best example I can give of that is like Olympic athletes, right? Like we watch like people do Olympics, the sports and whatever, like any sport ever, and they make it look effortless. And the reason they make it look effortless is because they literally have decades of training in that sport to make it look effortless. Right? So whenever you see someone do something and they make it look easy, that just means that they have put in a lot of time and effort into that specific thing, right? Like, for example, well, it's not an example. Like, I literally have like about 11 years of like drawing experience, right? And I don't know, my first drawings, they were definitely not good. So yeah, I don't know, it just takes a lot of time and a lot of practice. I mean, I can construct a song quick, yeah, see, because that's something that you put in a lot of time and dedication into, right? I think music is a really big passion of yours. Shit. What was I doing? Right. Okay, so for thumbs, I always do this very specific shape. Starts off with a curve, and then it raises a little, and then I go down again, and then I do like kind of like the edge of the thumb, right? And then this side, it really depends like what angle you're looking the thumb at from. It's like a good thumb example is like this, right? Like this is how like people in cartoons usually draw thumbs, right? It's like I don't really know how to explain it. The shape just like makes sense in my head to some degree. Why is this taking so long to erase? Go away, go away, go away. Jesus. Okay. Lock in. Okay, so they have this like little thing here, right? The stretchy skin that lets you like move your hand. That's why there's that little curve there, right? And then the bone starts like sticking out and stuff. And then there's the fat part on top of the bone and everything. Wait, I stopped paying attention to my ratios for a second. This would go like here, and then here, and then here. This would curve like that, right? And then you have the nail underneath, so this part's like a little more straight. And then it sticks out again a little. There's that other joint here, right? Hands are always hard to do. And I think it takes a lot of time because just like a simple you get one angle a little bit wrong, and then it looks super weird. Especially when it comes to like thicknesses and stuff, right? Luckily, we have our very helpful liquify tool. The thumb from this angle is almost on top of the other finger bones. Slightly. Oh, you mean like this part, right? And then, yeah, no, you're right. It goes like, yeah. You're so right. I made this side way too curvy. Erase this. I scribbled everywhere. Shit. I'm gonna keep that line there because it's helpful. So here's this line's kind of important, so we'll keep it there, and then here's the rest of there's like our light there. What am I looking at? Oh, okay, so there's a light bouncing off the wrist there. The rest of the hand is actually like here, but it all melts into each other. You can't really tell like where the beginning and where the end is, so I'm just gonna leave it vague like that as well. Let's see. There's a little bump there for the elbow. Just gonna make this part like smooth like that. Okay. Okay, so this side is like, oh, and then after that you can like split up this area equally in thirds, and there's the rest of your finger segments as well. So this goes like this. This goes like this. There's like a little bump there. What the hell? No. I'm not done yet. I wanted to do start to finish. No. Bro, I was literally at 72% at the beginning of the stream. That's crazy. How long have we been here? We've only been here 2 hours. Damn. My iPad is cooked. So, I'm gonna do like fingers. Fingers are always hard to do. Like, that looks so weird. But it's okay. Let's push this in a little. That's better, question mark. It's okay, I'll fix it in a little. Realizing that is a key foreshortening point lengthwise keeps it from being too curvy. When you have studied and learned the information but cannot do it yourself. Bro, nah, you got this. There's a key foreshortening point lengthwise keeps it from being too curvy. Yeah. You're so right. So that means... Shit, I actually just gotta move this whole thing. I'm just gonna keep going until my iPad dies. And then later I'll come back for part 2, right? Yeah, whatever. I'm focusing too much on this finger. I need to do the rest. Oh, I love the ring. It's so cool. Let's get that in. That's wonky as hell. And whatever. I will deal with anything that is wrong later. I don't need to get rid of the distraction. It's gonna throw me off. Okay. Keeps going really. Getting the thickness of the fingers right is really important because the moment it's slightly off, you can just immediately tell that something is wrong. It's uncanny. Jesus Christ, this needs a whole lot of fixing. That's so ugly. I wonder if I can do it with this. This looks so weird. Okay, we shall fix it later. How does that even look? Yowie hands. Ah! No, not the Yowie hands. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. It could be worse. But it still needs a lot of fixing. Which I will do in the next stream. I'm just gonna finish up the other hand. Let's see if I can get it done before my iPad dies. So... need to close these. They're in the way. Okay, listen, I'm just gonna sketch this out really quickly. Bruh. Shit. There's like a little crease there. And the hand does this thing here. Okay. That's so ugly. Oh shit. Honestly, it was kind of fine where it was. Scary. Why can't I move it further than this? I don't understand. That's very annoying. Ah, that's so funny. Oh my god. Also before you end, I want you to look what I sent. Yeah, sure. I can can I show them on stream? Is that okay? Oomph, my Askins made a sword appear, turned my polite request into a threat. Yo. Okay, I will show them on screen. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna stop with this drawing for today. I think this is a really good start considering it's only been like 2 hours. Having like after I finish up the hands, I literally just have to like color it and do the background. Like it'll be done like pretty fast. In total, this might have been like, and the coloring will be pretty fast too, I think. So in total, this might actually be only like 4 hours of work, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Looks great. Thank you. Okay, so give me a moment while I get the pictures. Okay. Oh, and I can turn my webcam back on. Tracking, let's go. Okay. Let's go to screen 2. Hello. Welcome to my side. Yo, this is so cool. Holy shit. Oh my god. I absolutely love this. I love how you like made like the yellow like slowly like kind of like dissipate into the pink at the bottom. That's so nice. And I love this like these like gold connections and like the little flower. Oh, that's so nice. I absolutely love that. W. Yo, oh my god. Yo, I'm seeing a running theme here with the flowers and the little gold pieces. But yeah, no, I love this. Yo, I like the little white details that you added. It really gives like it really makes the material feel like kind of like shiny and sparkly, right? That's so awesome. I'm the King Lily W. That's really cool. I love that concept. Yo. Oh my god. This makes me think of like Cupid for some reason. It's like not related at all, but like yeah. I love these little like I'm not sure what they're called, but you know, all these little loops with like the little tassels and the different colored like beads and stuff. Like that's so nice. I love that. I also like this connection at the top. I think that's a really nice detail. W. Oh my god. I love this one. Holy shit. This is so cool. Galaxy Cat Lily. Let's go. This is so awesome. I love this like I think this is draping as part of like the hood cape going on here, right? Or is it the back of the skirt? Looks really, really good. That? Oh, I love that. That's really cool. It is connected. W. Yeah, no, that's so awesome. And like the gradient at the end and everything. I love that. That's really, really cool. W. Ah. Yo. Oh my god. I feel like I love how each one of them is just like so unique in terms of like their direction with like aesthetics and stuff. Like that's so cool. I love this veil, not gonna lie. It's really, really cool. And I like how you incorporated the veil, like, in the rest of the design, like the same, like, texture patterning as well. That's so nice. Yo. W designs, let's go. Swinging weld on purpose, yeah, let's go. Honestly, 10 out of 10. I love them all, not gonna lie. I wanted overalls but different. Okay, I see it, I see it. Is this, since you said overalls, is this part like a flap that's like hanging over from the inside? Or is it like a piece like specifically on the front? Yo, holy shit. W designs, let's go. On the front, nice. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. And it matches with like these here at the bottom. This is actually really cool. Like the triangle going up on the pants, or like a diamond shape. W. Ah! W designs despair. Let's go. Good job, good job. If I could clap, I would clap. But I can't. Yeah, no, it's not working. Oh my god. Here. Thanks, no problem. But yeah, no. I think that is gonna be all for today. Well, not today actually. I think later I might do another GTFO stream with my friends. And this time the audio will be balanced properly because it was not. I really have a fairy, need to be glad. That's crazy, that's crazy. Bonk, bonk. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I think that is gonna be all for today. Why do I keep saying the same thing? It's not gonna be all for today. I'm gonna do a GTFO stream later today. With my friends again. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye. Wave. Bye.